Hi, this is the Sugar Vixen channel, and I'm Tamisha. Today, we're going to make a delicious, traditional yellow cake with chocolate buttercream frosting. I will say that this is the best birthday cake for that special person in your life. And today, I will be making this cake for a birthday that I'm going to celebrate today. So, if you haven't already, go hit that subscribe button and like this video for more just like it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do, like always, is preheat our oven, and we're going to preheat it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get started.
Here is a general layout of all the ingredients that we'll be needing today.
The second thing we're going to need to do before getting started is prepare our baking pan.
So we're going to take parchment paper and trace the outline of the pan because we're going to use this parchment paper on the bottom of our pan. Then once I trace the outline, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. And then I'm going to take some foil because this is going to be for insulation around our cake pan. So I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to dip it in cold water and not squeeze out all the water, kind of leave a little bit of water on the paper towel. And I'm going to fold the paper towel into the foil. So when I fold it, the width of the foil with the paper towel is going to be about 1.5 inches thick, and that's going to be placed around our baking sheet. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and oil our pan. And I'm going to take some flour and swish it around, keeping extra care for the outside of the pan. And then we're going to put our parchment paper in the middle. And now we're going to take our foil and paper towel and put it around our pan, and this is going to insulate it so our cake can bake evenly. And there you go.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and shift together 2 1/4 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Next, we're going to cream together our 1 1/4 cup of sugar and our 1/2 cup of butter, which is just 1 stick of butter. And by the way, for this recipe, I'm using a stand mixer, but if you don't have a stand mixer and you're going to use a hand mixer, that is fine. Just make sure that you cream your butter and sugar until it's rich and creamy, okay? So that might take 5 to 8 minutes to cream it with a hand mixer. Okay, once our sugar and butter mixture is all creamed, we're going to go ahead and add a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil and 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract to our butter and sugar mixture. We're going to then add our eggs. We're going to be using 3 eggs and 2 egg yolks. We're going to add them one at a time to our mixture. Okay, so once we've added our eggs and mixed it together, we're going to go ahead and add our 1 cup of buttermilk and our flour mixture. but we are going to add it in 3 different batches. We're going to add in a little bit of flour, a little bit of buttermilk. We're going to alternate adding the two until they're all fully incorporated into our cake batter. All right, so now that our flour and our buttermilk is well incorporated into our batter, we're going to go ahead and add them to our prepared baking pans. We're going to bake our cake for about 30 minutes. We're going to check and see if it's done, maybe about 25 to 30 minutes in between to make sure that we don't overbake. We should see a nice golden brown top, but nothing too dark. So we're going to go ahead and set our timer to about 30 minutes. So that's going to remind us to check up on our cake. And once we see that they are done, we're going to take them out of the oven and wait for them to cool for about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, so as our cake is baking, we're going to go ahead and prepare our chocolate buttercream frosting. So we have our ingredients right here, and we're going to need powdered sugar, milk, our cocoa powder, and our semi-sweet chocolate chips and vanilla extract and butter. I'm going to go ahead and go over all of the actual measurements in just a moment, but just make sure you have those aside and ready to go. Okay, so to begin, we're going to go ahead and melt 1/4 cup of butter in the microwave, and we're going to add our 1/4 cup of cocoa powder to the melted butter mixture, and we're going to go ahead and set that to the side. Okay, we're going to go ahead and melt 1/3 cup of semi-sweet chocolate and 1/2 cup of milk. We're going to stir that up, and we're going to set that to the side. I'm going to then beat a cup of room temperature butter with my hand mixer. Okay, we're going to then pour in the cocoa mixture into our butter. We're going to then add our powdered sugar, and we're going to put it on low. And last but not least, we're going to add our milk and our semi-sweet chocolate mixture to our frosting.